DaniMation.
Welcome to Animation Gets Real 2024 Virtual Animation Workshop.
I'm Max. I'm gonna teach the beginners here.
I'm Crystal. It's nice to see you all again this week.
And I'm Luca. I've also just come back from Florida with Danny. It's been 1 week, second week in Miami.
I have like a good thing for a cartoon character with both live action and animation.
Do you imagine your character having more round shapes, more sharp shapes, or more square shapes?
It could be round with a face, like that.
The lasso is the third tool on your toolbar. Just go 2 tools down from the brush, and you got the lasso. We're just gonna make it spinner perfect, so we'll just copy each previous frame. You go select, copy.
This is what I have so far.
Awesome. Just go ahead and make a fun, crazy loop-de-loop.
What kind of characters you want to animate? And right now, all we're doing is filling out their bio sheets and then creating a concept art on how they would want to animate their character or their story.
So I made up this boy
Yeah, I know.
about an 11-year-old boy named Cleveland
Yeah.
and his teacher, Mr. Rowland, and it takes place at an elementary school to write stories with an introduction, climax, resolution, and rising and falling action.
So the first action is the kaiju appears from under the water after like a radar is shown, and perhaps like a human talking saying like, "Oh, it's too big to be just a submarine" or something like that. And then the kaiju, and then he relentlessly kind of blasts through several ships, and then it shows like a bigger ship like that hits him actually, and then he rips the ship in half, and that's kind of the end.
What I think you can do is that, like, maybe for like the animation, you can like add another kaiju to like go to make the main kaiju go against it. Like,
Yeah, I thought about that. The only reason I chose not to do it is because I think it'd be too much time, but I really like that idea. I thought of that too, I just thought it'd be too much time. But thanks for the idea, though.
yeah.
Character wants to get out of this page because, he knocks on the page and says, "Here."
Love it.
This is the ultimate Smash Bros.
You can definitely see the design I have, which is
And there he is.
He wakes him up here. He's trying to wake him up here.
Okay.
He's like, wake up. Dog wakes up. He's like, you forgot to take your sleeping pills.
He hands it to him. He opens it.
Oh dear.
And now he's like,
We have Wednesday and Thursday to be able to work on our animation projects. If you go inside Paint, there is a Paint Unpainted button.
Yeah.
Paint Unpainted, you can actually select more than one. Try zooming out for just 1 second. Nathan, zoom out a little bit more. You can actually color more than one without affecting the lines. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Those guys at the end were supposed to be the contestants for the show.
Wow.
You were really
Wow.
That was
Pretty
great.
fast. He could do something fun. Great job of the bouncing ball. So, you know what this reminded me of? A lot of the Chuck Jones cartoons, especially with Willie Wile E. Coyote attempting to pull a prank on somebody, but then it just fails. It backfired.
This is a rough sketch of what I'm currently doing. Once I actually make...
Oh! Animated Roomba?
Oh, that art is amazing.
There we go.
So much Ed. It's working. We just have to play around with the Gaussian blur effect and the intensities.
I think that looks good. Thank you.
No problem. That's looking terrific.
Thanks. That looks so good.
Yeah.
And I love your drawing style. It's just so sketchy and it's like sketch style and it looks very good. Good job, baby.
Thank you.
Our goal today is just to get communicating with each other, to get Google Drive open and be able to send things to each other. To record a voice, I need to go to the audio recorder. So I'm going to go to tracks mode. And you see the tracks going on right now. There's one. I'm going to hit the plus. And then I'm going to go over to audio recorder. And I'm going to go to voice. It has 8 measures. That's the default. All right. Everyone do this now. Can you take a picture of the screen? So you see the script, looking for cheaper prices of airfare. Go ahead and snap that picture. Welcome to Florida. We have great sunshine, and we're home of the Florida man, who actually exists. But who cares? And I'm going to switch this to actually auto plays. And I'm going to go over to Liverpool bass, and I want something different than that. I might even choose an upright bass. I bet I could gain it up. Look. Ooh. All right, let's move it over here. So here's our background. Looking for cheaper prices for airfare? Then we have a solution for you. Want first class better than the other airlines? You've got it. I'm talking 60% off of the price, baby. Best foods to choose from and excellent touchscreen services. Try Montana Airlines. All right. So you know that in iMovie you can add transitions. You can fade in and out, cross blur, and then titles. Titles are fun. So if you drop a title here, we could say Montana Airlines. Talk to me about what we should hear.
Explosions?
Definitely. So that's Layla. We should hear some explosions for sure. Yeah. Nathan, what did you think too?
And on the power ones.
Yeah, where you see sort of the lightning power up. Yeah, we need that. We need that sound effect. Yep. There could be 1 or 2 of those that we could reuse throughout the clip whenever we see that lightning power up. What else?
We needed some like sounds with like the green blasts or whatever that the guy does.
Right. Like pew. He doesn't say anything, he's like, oh. You know, like so throughout the this clip, he's not completely silent. So now if I hear those two together, so it'll sound different when we get to. See, where should the boat horn go, Gabriel? All right, good, yeah, and we totally need, we need those other sounds.
Splashing sound.
Yeah, we need them.
You won't get away with this.
On the contrary, I already have.
That's what every villain says.
Sandra. Crash might think like the sparkler is like a lollipop and like tries to eat it.
Okay. I'd like to see you spin around this, Crash.
Yeah, that's weird because we should see his face, right?
This is the backside where he could definitely see the ghost.
Okay.
That's great.
Cool. Looking good.
It's a really good walk, and especially because when you already have drawn a character, you have the power to bring your character to life as he's walking across the screen.
I managed to finish the animation of this. Thanks for the help, Danny, by the way.
No problem, anytime.
First ever stuffed animal that I ever got was a penguin, and so I've loved penguins ever since. And so yeah, man, awesome penguin.
Hey, Brooklyn. Hey, Mr. Rowan. One of Jenna and his hands trying to make it sit on animating.
Okay, everyone. This page was radio science.
Or full bridge.
It's really funny.
And then I told the goalie, "Hey, go get yourself a goal and get wrecked, kid." But it turns out to be a bit practical.
He kind of comes up.
Nice.
Are you using Adobe Animate?
Yes.
How do you do those smooth movements that the
Same way you do it in
why not?
Same way you do it in Toon Boom.
Okay, so here's Squeako. I love him. He's awesome. He's so great. Look at him. I love him. Yeah.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, I know, right? He's amazing. I like the wings. The wings are oh, that's awesome. Yay.
So look at how similar they are.
Yeah, are they
Hey guys, I'm back.
Are they the same thing?
Yeah.
This is me being 110%. This is me being 110% honest. Honestly, if you want my honest opinion,
I do.
The people and both the sound designs and the animation, the animation classes, it was just really relaxing, where you could just lounge and just draw characters and pictures and stuff. Yeah, I've been wanting to do it for a really long time. I've been waiting for my mom to enroll me in something like this, but until today she didn't do it.
I think the best part about this camp is the accessibility and the lessons taught.
I really love it. It really inspired me to become an animator and maybe create games one day. I'm quite happy about it. The easiest part is with Flipper Clip, it's a lot easier than Toon Boom since they don't change the color like crazy to pink, so it might help me a lot.
I liked it. Since all we really did was because all I was really doing was working on my project.
I got more flexibility and free time to kind of do what I wanted to.
I got to learn about GarageBand stuff.
It was very nice. I liked the fact that I was able to work on improving my animation skills and learning more things about Toon Boom that you could use.
Well, the best part is
that I have to like, not to be getting sick, and I have my own computer.
Making the animation and making the soundtracks for the animation.
The camp is an amazing journey. I meet new people. I have a confidence to make some animation process, and I have the help of my friends. It's an amazing experience, exactly. And especially when I meet Crystal. I started in 2019 or 2020, so it could be like around 5 to 6 times. The better part online is I got myself in a free space and I get to do a Zoom meeting with all of you. Since we haven't even seen each other in person a lot, it's best to call ourselves in a meeting, and I got enough time to doing the projects a little bit and to feel good in my comfort zone.
I don't know. I thought it was great. I thought it was super interesting. All the things you can play around with, like in the music. The app that we were using was really cool to make different sounds and put them to the animation and see how that works together. I thought it was cool. And recording the voiceovers when we did that in camp, that was a lot of fun. I really liked that.
I don't know. I don't think any of it was easy.
Oh, good about online, but I like about online because you can be home doing like stuff like eating lunch, relaxing. That's all.
But the hardest part, still a really fun part, was the animation. Was like the animation part, cause you gotta like, there's like a whole bunch of things you gotta know before you start the animation. And like there's color theory, like character. I don't know if it's called character theory, but I don't know if that's a thing. But yeah, character design, like the personality of the character. There's like a lot of things that you gotta know, and it can be hard, but it's also like, despite how hard it is, it's really fun. Yeah.
I believe that the hardest part was the working from home part, because the working from home part can be like a double-edged sword. Like it can be good for some people, bad for some people, and a mix for others. I feel like it was kind of a mix for me because I enjoyed the flexibility of being able to work at home and whenever I can, but I also struggled with it because I had to wake up early in the morning and all that kind of stuff.
Well, the hardest part is the time, since we had like a week to finish, so I'm trying to see if I can speed it up to finish.
Oh, no. Well, mainly because since I'm using the free version of Flip a Clip, there's like a whole bunch of ads I have to get through in order to do stuff.
The hard, just takes a long time. Just the day, it's a long time. Still feels not as long as I thought it would feel like, but long.
It was nice. I hadn't been able to finish my non-leaf fall animation. I was trying to make it work at lip syncing one from scratch, since I didn't know how to automatically lip sync on Toon Boom.
Hardest part was having to like work with setbacks. Like for example, if one scene from my animation would like duplicate itself, so then every time I would erase it, it would like erase on the other one. So I had to try to work on that so it could get to where it's originally supposed to be.
The hardest part online is, I can't even try to interact with people that are like far away from what we live.
Well, I guess sending, making animation, just like on a like I don't know, like sending the devices to Google Drive, like via the Zoom meeting, and I guess try to find like the soundtrack for the animation.
The hardest part of this part is trying to get through the animation mouth moving on Toon Boom. Especially when I was trying to do the orchestra on GarageBand. It's probably a work in progress, but it's good to practice.
I think the hardest part would be like trying to make sure I don't like get disconnected. I have to. There's a bunch of options and different things with Zoom, so I would say that would be the only struggle.
Trying to get used to my old drawing tablet. I have to get a new one really badly.
Well, sometimes, what if your computer, just like mine did, which I got really mad at, the last couple of days, it would break down and start behaving really weird. I was actually not happy when that happened. And it can mess up the audio and the internet.
The fact that there's barely anyone here and I have to work by myself. Yes, just too hard. Online class is too hard in general.
The hardest part was probably like learning how to use the program and like getting good at the simple, like, putting the frames and knowing when to use certain tools. That was a little difficult, but everything's practice.
I would say kind of difficult because doing the animating on a computer instead of Wacom, not physically being at the library.
Like sending things back and forth. Like at the end, like in person, it's like more easier that you can get a lot of help, and online is like hard.
I prefer in person because when I'm at home, I struggle with working because I'm in home mode. I'm home, so I get to relax and chill and not work on anything. Even if it's like for fun, hobby kind of stuff, I just kind of lay there. But I enjoy the in person more because I feel like it's more like you can talk to people more. It just feels more interactive being able to actually physically be there with Danny and the other kids. I liked being an assistant because I just not only working with Danny and everyone else on the staff team, but also the kids, because just seeing them happy and seeing them like fulfilled with their animation and proud of their animation makes me happy too. And I just really enjoy working with kids, especially on the autism spectrum, because I feel like I can relate to them a lot and they can relate to me a lot. And I can just feel like a safe person for them, someone who won't judge, someone who won't bully them, someone who's just there and willing to help and be kind and a friend.
Well, I like the in-person camp better. People could help me better in the in-person camp.
I don't really know. I mean, they both have their ups and downs, but in person was cool, but it's less practical.
Online. So I don't want to get, those vaccine shots and stuff like that. Yeesh.
Well, it's not as easy as what we did in person, but it's okay, yeah. I think like in person, because doing it online gives me post-2020 vibes.
To be honest, I like virtual better because it's better than staying at home, and it's good to go outside, and and see someone in person.
I guess for me it would be that I'm inside my home. I have my pets with me. But overall, I think I like both better.
What I think I prefer better online than in person is that, I have a lot more time to get things done, and I don't have to rely on the computer or on the drawing tablet.
Not much of a difference, to be honest. It feels the same, except we're just like everyone is at home working separately on their computers, with each other, just separately on the computer. I like both. I don't like any better. Well, for in person when we have dance parties, yeah, that makes a difference.
I like working in person better because it's easier.
I guess the best thing about it is that you can see the different steps because they're showing their entire screen and it's it's closer. In the class, we had a big classroom and sometimes it was difficult to see exactly what they were clicking on for animation. So that's better. But it's also good to be in person because that way I get to talk to people and there's a classroom ambient setting, which I like because here it's pretty lonely in my room. I thought it was good, but if it was longer, I wouldn't complain. That would be good if it was longer.
Well, in person is more easier, and on campus lower. I like being in person better because being online is a little hard.
Longer lunch break. Like a 40-minute, like a 40 to 45-minute lunch break. I think that's for the wish.
Trying to make it feel more like the physical class in terms of letting the kids introduce themselves, a small quick introduction, your name, where you come from, your favorite thing to do, or your favorite food or whatever. It's a quick introduction to get to know your classmates better, because even though this is of course an animation/music camp, it's not just that, it's to meet new peers as well. It's for, as I said, it's not only for learning, but it's also for socializing, because you can meet other like-minded autistic individuals who like doing the same thing as you, or might like the same TV shows or comics as you, and it's really nice finding people that you can relate to.
Well, I guess I could change the time, because it's really good. It's just that none of us could actually finish it in a week, especially when we were just beginning.
I don't know. Maybe make it 2 weeks instead of 1.
I don't really know, honestly. I don't really know. Can't really think. I mean, even a bit shorter would be nice, but I don't know if that's practical for some people. But that's just me, because I get my work done really fast, but I do a good job on it. So
maybe it can be longer than a week, so that kids can have more time if they do one about as long as I tried to.
It was very, I don't really have any complaints about it. It was nice. I honestly, it was good. There was nothing to change. It was still very good.
Well, maybe get rid of the online camp.
I think for the program to be longer.
Bigger deadlines. I'm joking. Honestly, not much. I mean, it's just with me, but that's not really the fault of the program. That's just my own personal faults. So
You should give us better equipment and also make it longer, longer than 1 week.
Possible, maybe make it a little longer, because that way we could have a little bit more time to finish our stuff and be able to learn maybe more things. It feels really quick, you have to finish your project and you're oh, already? Yeah, no, I wouldn't mind if it's just 2 weeks, but it would be good if we had like a little bit of an extension. Like maybe 2 weeks and maybe 3 days or something like that. So we could actually polish it up and make it better.
Welcome.
Well, next time more in person.
Yeah. There's something that I think that she should do is put the plushies on sale. Like have set up in like a store, an animation store, and then just have the plushies on sale there so I can have one. I want to order.
I don't have necessarily any new advice, but what I would say is just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. You're at a great position in life, and just keep working to it. You know, even if you don't have an exact set goal, just keep trying.
I just want to tell her that I'm happy because she showed me that I could be an animator despite my autism. So I'm quite thankful to her. It's been a lot, especially at childhood.
Not anything I can think of at this moment.
Sorry. She's nice.
Keep with the good spirit and the nice personality.
Well, like I said before, it's been an honor working with her, and I hope she continues this program to the brightest future.
The advice for Danny? I do seem to have one. For word of advice, Danny, if you're hearing this, I wanted to say that keep up the good work. And when I watch, let me see, yeah, one of my favorite shows, Love in the Spectrum, I wanted to say that you're doing amazing and keep up the good work. I hope you have the right person. That's all I can say. I'm sorry. It's just.
No advice. I really enjoyed this program.
Not much. Just a simple thank you for everything. Because she's really good.
All I can say is everything she's done is perfect. Like everything she's taught us, I want to tell her to keep up the great work that she has ever done.
Well, I don't really have any advice to give other than not to give up, which is what the advice I gave last time.
I don't know, I thought it was great. She's a great teacher. She's really good at what she does, and it's cool to be able to learn from her.
Well, let her know that she has wonderful students, and she's a wonderful teacher.
She should make this like class like more fun, like more entertaining. Yeah, like no dancing.
Advice. Well, I have one advice. Danny, if you're hearing this, try to get better well soon. Try to do something. Try to do as much as possible so you can keep it up the good work. And if you fail, that's okay. If at first you don't succeed, the old saying, try again.
Woof, woof, meow.
Wanna see me run to that mountain and back? You want?
It's too big to be an undersea animal. Wait, what is that? Ah!
Hey, Cleveland. Hey, Mr. Roland. One agenda and attendance later. Trying to save on time animating. Okay, everyone. This paper is a graded assignment to write a story with an introduction, rising action, a climax, falling action, and a resolution. If you don't know what to write about, try looking around for ideas. I'll set the timer for 30 minutes, and go! 28 more minutes later. 2 minutes left. I looked around, and still nothing! Wait. That's it! Once upon a time, there was an author who lived in a small city. Once, the author had a deadline coming up to write a book, but the writer couldn't think of any good ideas. Then, with a week left, the author had the idea of writing a story about someone who couldn't come up with a book idea when they had limited time. After the story was published, the writer was a bit nervous about what the readers would think. And guess what? The book was the #1 hit of the country. The author was worried about what to write, but used their own problem to make the story's problem. The end. 24 hours later. Okay, everyone. I finished grading your assignments from yesterday. Here's all of your great stories.
You forgot to take your sleeping pills.
And then I told the goalie, "Hi, go get yourself a goal and get wrecked, kid."
Oh, how about this? The boy thought that was smart, but it turns out to be a big target.
Coach, the team members are waiting at the couch around the gym sports retro center. Go Red. You know what to do.
Yes, sir.
That's not funny at all. I mean, what's the point of this?
Well, we just laughing about Sokka's true story. It turns out it was hilarious.
That's not.
All right, no dilly-dallying. Around here, fellas. Right now, we're in a serious exercise. So I want all of you to get on your feet. Well, you don't have feet, but you will stand up and get in the game because we have a game to settle.
And they stay
Thank you, Toon Boom. Thank you, Wacom.
Thank you, Wacom.
Thank you, Toon Boom. Thank you, Wacom. Thank you, Boom.